Random things in my kitchen you never knew you needed. These herb scissors. Watch me cut this basil. Wow. This egg ring thingy for those times when you need a perfectly round fried egg. And this mini pancake maker because who doesn't love mini pancakes?
Random things in my kitchen that just make sense. A knife block drawer so there's no clutter. Spices next to my stove. Chalkboard cabinet doors. A wine fridge. And extra storage underneath my island.
Random things in my kitchen that just make sense. A pink and gold cheese grater. Scissors to chop my salads. A ridiculous collection of travel mugs and reusable bottles that take up most of our cabinet space. Mermaid salt and pepper shakers. Marble print utensils. This tool to cut avocados. And lastly, a cereal dispenser.
Random things in my cluttered Los Angeles kitchen that just don't make sense. The crazy optimism of buying fruit that I am not going to eat. Come on. Even in quarantine, I don't use that thing. My husband thinking he can hide snacks from me. He is wrong.
Random things in my kitchen that just make sense, Part 1. A pot filler that's not for pots, but for our coffee maker. A pop-up plug in our countertop with USB port. Under-counter lights that turn on when you say, Google, turn on under-counter lights.
Random things in my guest kitchen that just make sense. This electric grill. This electric pitcher where you can see the percentage of the water or something. This 2-sink-in-1 where you can control the water completely without touching it. You can put trash in here or something, or leftovers, and the soap, and some utensil handles. Yes.
Random things in my kitchen you never knew you needed. These herb scissors. Watch me cut this basil. Wow. This egg ring thingy for those times when you need a perfectly round fried egg. And this mini pancake maker because who doesn't love mini pancakes?
Random things in my kitchen that just make sense. And come to think about it, I don't even know what my life was like in the kitchen before these items. Move over knife, this 3-in-1 avocado thingamajiggy. It cuts, it de-seeds, and it satisfyingly slices and scoops. A mango pitter. Mangoes are one of those weird fruits with a large seed that are hard to cut. This makes it super easy. 1, 2, 3. Have you noticed limes are hard to squeeze, even if you roll it? So here's what I do. I cut it in half. I take the open part. I get a lime squeezer. I put it in there, put the open part, the cut part down, and take some muscle and squeeze.
Random things in my tiny house that just make sense. We have a pull-out trash can and a pull-out cutting board directly above it, so when you're chopping produce, you can swipe the trash into the trash can easily. And when you need to wash the cutting board, you just pull it all the way out. We have a floating spice rack with mason jars holding things like chia seeds, pepper, turmeric, and our extra tea bags. Random things in my kitchen that just make sense. A pink and gold cheese grater. Scissors to chop my salads. A ridiculous collection of travel mugs and reusable bottles that take up most of our cabinet space. Mermaid salt and pepper shakers. Marble print utensils. This tool to cut avocados. And lastly, a cereal dispenser.
Random things in my kitchen that just make sense. This is an olive and a cherry pitter. These are fish bone tweezers. This slices an apple into segments. This helps you grip jars. This is a lettuce spinner. It's actually awesome, and this guy is a fish descaler.
Random things in my small New York City kitchen that just make sense. I store my knives on this wall-mounted knife magnet to save counter and drawer space. These nesting glass prep bowls give me every size I need and save a ton of space. This 3-tiered spice rack gives me easy access to all my favorite spices and keeps them organized. And this slim wooden shelf holds all our dry goods.
Random things in my kitchen that just make sense. Having all my spices in a drawer. Having my salt in a dish makes for easy pinches. Having all my Tupperware be deli cups and all the lids are the same size. Having an extra rack for all my extra tools and supplies so that I save space on counters and in cabinets. Having a knife or sharp things specific drawer so I don't cut myself when looking for a can opener.
Random things in my kitchen